Testing 1, 2, 3. 3, 2, 1 testing. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's your man Danny back at it with another one. Another one, another one, another one, another one, another one. Yeah, that's right. And another one. Don't blink too long. I'll be right back upside your head with another one. This time with another Monk Mode Chronicles on a live stream. Hope everybody doing great out there on this Thursday late afternoon, evening. It's about 7:51 Central. Still a lot of sun out and stuff like that. On a hot summer day in Irving, Texas, just outside of Dallas. And I hope everybody having a great week out there. You know what I'm saying? Welcome, welcome, welcome. And make sure you hit that like button as you come in. Feel free to subscribe to the channel, interact with me in the comment section, chat box. I'll let your boy. Feel free to email me, DannyGoodman03 at gmail.com. Support the channel via Cash App, $DGs1985. Also, check out my latest t-shirt design. In the link to the t-shirt is in the description box below. You know, check it out. Pretty cool design I came up with. God is truly good, and be on the lookout for much more, much more, as well as more content to come. I'll be on the lookout. Just trying to get back in my groove. I hadn't dropped any videos in a while. Just thought I'd just tap in with y'all and kind of deal with some things that have been on my mind recently, and kind of get back, knock some of the rust off, basically. But yeah, man, been real busy. God has been real good, still providing, blessing me, waking me up, um, taking care of me, keeping me safe, protecting me, and I can't complain, man. I can't complain. I'm a blessed man. Um, lot to look forward to. Life is good. Lot to look ahead of, man. I'm just so grateful for a lot of things, starting with my family, spiritual and physical. Um, I'm just grateful for all the little things, man. All the little things. Get along all the big things and things that I look forward to that are just around the corner. So, but yeah, man, I'm not gonna keep this too long. Just want to tap in with y'all to express some things that have been on my mind recently. So, with this particular live stream, I wanted to tackle All right, and we back. Goodness gracious. Streaming website crashed on me or something. Timed out or something. Acting up. So, but we back at it again. We'll keep it going. Yeah, let's start it over, man. I hope everybody doing great out there. Anybody tuned in, tapping in with the boy. The Monk Mode Chronicles live edition on this Thursday evening. Yeah, man, I want to ask that you like the stream as you come in, subscribe to the channel, and interact with me in the comment section. Feel free to support the channel via Cash Out, DG, $DGZ1985. Also, feel free to check out my latest t-shirt design. The link is in the description box below. Yeah, man. I'll tell you, we're gonna get this show going. Got delayed because of some technical difficulties, but I ain't gonna let this stop it though. So we're gonna get right into this thing, man. Hope everybody doing well. Gonna look out for more content coming very soon. But today, on this version, we're gonna deal with game, and we also gonna touch on some case study, some social experiments that I've been doing. Well, I've been doing recently. Hang on, one more. So yeah, gang. We're gonna deal with gang. So we're gonna start with the definition. It says game, to manipulate, exploit, or cheat in a system, a situation, etc. Slyly or dishonestly for personal gain. Gotta repeat this. And again, this is in Merriam-Webster. It says game, to manipulate, exploit, or cheat in a system, a situation, etc., slyly or dishonestly for personal gain. So when it comes to game, we being in this monk mode, we're dealing with this staining from our lust. For some people, that they lust that they're dealing with is dealing with women. Dealing with the energy transfer of focusing on women, being locked in on women, exerting all your energy, your resources, your time on women, and putting it into yourself. Your personal aspirations and goals, and bettering yourself and progressing in life. Ultimately, when we in this monk mode, man, you know, it's an opportunity for you to kind of separate yourself and just do some self-reflecting, right? But when it comes to this game, man, you hear it a lot. It's a lot of dating coaches out here teaching game, and so much so to where game is a multi-billion-dollar industry these days. Back in 2021, the estimated, I believe this might have been the estimated revenue for 2022 for dating coaching was $20 billion. $20 billion. As you can see, it's a huge, huge industry, and it has become a huge business. It just sucks because the typical average guy is basically being exploited because of game or dating. Maybe a brother might have some issues with the opposite sex and seeks a coach, and they're leaning on that coach's expertise and their success to lead them in the direction for them to have success in being getting with women, meeting women, things of that nature. But we gotta take a look at the effort involved with having a game. Right? it's a lot of effort that goes into having quote unquote game. The time that it takes to meeting women, being with them, speaking with them, dating them, all of those things. Hang on one minute. So yeah, it's just a lot of time spending on trying to appeal to a woman and get a woman off of game. So that time could be going to something else. So it's a lot of effort involved in having game. Time is one of those efforts that you gotta expend. Another thing is money. Money. So you gotta take a chick out, appease her and please her and entertain her and stuff like that. But yet having game is an ongoing and perpetual process. You know, um, once you reach one tier of having game, quote unquote, you might meet a chick where you might have to elevate, where your level of game isn't good enough. So you gotta get to another level of having game just to conquer or have success with uh, uh, the next tier type chick, right? So as we see, it can just be an ongoing and perpetual process of having game. It's levels to it, obviously. But another effort of having game, quote unquote, is that you gotta come off as being some all-purpose utility man for some chick. You gotta be her knight in shining armor. You gotta be this dude who just woos her off her feet. You gotta be smooth. You gotta have charisma. You gotta be a provider. You gotta be tough. You gotta be um, fashionable. You got to be all these things um, to come off to come off as appealing to some chick. And that's a lot of effort. That's a lot of work. It's a lot of work you gotta get into with just having a chance at a chick. So all this effort, all this time, this money, you gotta keep on graduating levels. You gotta keep elevating levels of game and things of that nature. And then you gotta be all American guy. You gotta be, you know, all the man you possibly can be for some chick. Like everything. You gotta be her everything. Right. So going to the next aspect of this, I want to deal with some cons to quote unquote game. Right. Basically it can it's basically misdirected and extrinsic motivation. A lot of people they might see that, yeah, I gotta elevate with my game. I gotta get a nice car. I gotta get a nice outfit. I gotta hit the gym. I gotta be tough. I gotta learn how to fight. I gotta do all these things for a woman. All right. I said misdirected extrinsic motivation. You do all of that for a woman, you know, that's a con. You should be doing all those things for yourself. And the woman is just the icing on the cake. After you've done all these things to improve yourself, for yourself, having a woman who comes around, that's just icing on the cake. You know what I mean? So that's a con of having game, you know, putting women as the focus, right? And which leads to the next aspect of some cons of having quote unquote game is just the overvaluing of females. You know, you putting females in such a high standard and such a high light that you feel that you're not good enough for some shit. a lot of people, a lot of men, unfortunately, don't recognize or realize it. They are the gold standard. They are the prize. They are to be won. And if a chick ain't with the program and ain't competing and feeling that she has something to lose, you know, if that chick ain't feeling like that, she's not the right one anyway. You know, because we after the gold standard. Over here in Monk Mode, we know our worth, we know our value. We not out over here trying to change for no chick. If anything, we trying to improve for ourselves. You know what I mean? That's why we taking time out on these chicks. We trying to do our own thing for us, trying to reach our goals for us, not for no chicks. You know what I mean? And then also going back to you know causing men to be basically um, ridiculed whether you have game or not. So game is the level, the measurement of approval. You know, do you have game or do you not? And how much game do you have? So now this man is chasing all of these um, things to appeal as having game for what? You know, for just for a chick. So all this time, all this money, you going through all these hoops and hurdles for a chick just to size you up. So these are some things that I find as cons to quote unquote game. So which leads to this. Game is related to being in monk mode. You know, when we're in monk mode, we ain't got to worry about having game. You know, being in monk mode, man, I know me myself, I can go out and about and just be in my own head and my own mind, and I can forget people are amongst me or around me. I'm so focused on the here and now, what I'm trying to accomplish, what I'm doing. Um, I might be thinking about my next steps, my next moves. I might be daydreaming about some music, thinking about some Spanish, looking forward to my next trade. Just trying to get my business off the ground. I'm thinking about me, thinking about progressive steps that will help me to get closer to my goal and my dreams. I ain't necessarily thinking about all of this for no woman, you know. So when it, again, game is related to being in monk mode, we ain't worried about having no game over here in monk mode. We gonna do what we do because what you see is what you get. Um, I ain't supposed to be bending over backwards, breaking my back, making all these changes to impress some chick. You know, she either don't like me for who I am and how I am or not. You know, I'm a I would consider myself to be a relatively handsome man. Uh, I'm in shape, take care of myself. I'm in pretty decent shape, health. You know, I'm not necessarily going for GQ model of the year or nothing like that as far as my fashion, but I dress nice. I'll put a polo shirt on, or I'll even step up my game when the occasion calls for and things of that nature. But on a day to day basis, what you see is what you get. You either gonna like me or you're not. And too many times I just see that all these chicks ain't worth me bending over backwards for because they will read you on the outside and judge you based off of what they appear or perceive you to have or don't have. So they not even worried about the person who you are, the character you are, the integrity of your heart and of your mind, your things you've overcome, goals you're achieving. They're not worried about none of those things, right? So it's like these chicks ain't even worth the time, the money, the ongoing leveling up of game, they're not worth me to come off as being the all-purpose utility guy for them, you know, because all they're gonna do really is, you know, the next dude who they perceive to have more or to be more this or that than me, they're gonna swing to him. So I mean, why should I break my back and all this for nothing, right? I refuse. I refuse. That's why I'm in monk mode. I'm out here doing my thing, chilling, um, focused, right? And smashing my goals, man. But I tell you this, let me show y'all something. Let me show y'all something real quick. Let me show y'all something real quick. Let me show you. So this is my monk mode response to a game. Yes, sir. That passport. Some of my other monk mode responses to the game, you know, travel. You know, focus on business. Focus on my business. Learning Spanish. Working on learning another language. Getting closer to my God. Sobriety. You know, and working on my music. So with this passport, man, it's extremely powerful because it allows me to skip to different countries, broaden my horizons, increase my options, increase my chances of finding an authentic, feminine, compatible woman who is attractive and beautiful, who appreciates me, versus settling for my current environment to where I have to suffice for lower tier, you know. I'm the gold standard. Why should I settle for bronze or copper, you know, when I can just easily book me a flight, get my passport stamp, and I have access to women who possibly more traditional, possibly more feminine, possibly more attractive, but I'm opening up the opportunity by just having this blue book right here. So traveling, having a passport, that's my monk mode response to the game. I don't need to break my back for no chick. You know, if none of these chicks appreciate what they see, then hey, I can skip to another spot. Somebody who will appreciate your work. But yeah, I'm also focusing on my business, man. Steady improving, constantly looking to get better and growing, progressing. Because my goal is to retire about 40, and that's not for no chick. That's for me. You know, I ain't trying to grind and bust my butt to get to that goal for no chick. That's for me. You know what I'm saying? Uh, Learning this language, learning this Spanish, keeping my mind occupied, keeping my mind busy, being challenged mentally. I ain't worried about whether I got a chick to call and talk to for hours or not, because I'm busy. I'm grinding, getting close to my God, getting up in that Bible, you know, seeking righteousness, seeking godliness, seeking salvation. That's more important to me than chasing some uh, scallywag who hot and I don't know, who just all out here anyway. You know what I mean? Dotting it up, available, all on social media, twerking, needing attention, attention hungry, attention needy. You know what I mean? I'm good. I'm good on all that. Sobriety, you know, I got a clear mindset, clear state of mind, lock in and focus. I'm good. I don't need no game. This is for me. My sobriety, this is for me. I ain't changing. I ain't changed to become sober for no chick. It's for me. You know what I mean? I don't need no game for that. Working on my music. For anybody who don't know or didn't know, uh, I produced one of my latest songs that has been released. Check out Sister Shalom and Lala Music. Endure. Your boy produced it. Thing is off the chain, man. Last time I checked on YouTube, man, that video was almost, I think it's almost at about 6,000. Hang on, let me pull it up right quick. I'll tell you exactly how many views it got. Let's see, got 6K views in 10 days. That thing hitting, man. That thing hitting. I'm just grateful for that opportunity. God bless that whole project, man. Them sisters did an amazing job on it. But I don't do music for no chicks. You know what I'm saying? I do that for me. You know? I ain't trying to appeal as being some special dude, super talented dude for no chick. This is me. This is who I am. You know? I don't need no game. All right? So, conclusion of the matter is not the conclusion of the whole matter. I'm not trying to get biblical, but just the conclusion of this version of LiveStream Monk Mode Chronicles. You know, it's a shame in society we overvalue women so much so to where, you know, men are breaking their backs to appeal to these females. You know, just for the chance, just for the opportunity to get their number, to take them out on a date, to get some play, all these things, which, you know, men are breaking their back and compromising themselves. You know, men are being exploited monetarily for the sake of trying to gain, which honestly is perpetual endeavor. You know, so it's just ongoing. It never stops. Once you get to one level game, you gotta level up to the next level. You know, especially depending on what type of chick you're seeking to get. It's just ongoing. It's perpetual. And after all of that, the chick is still reject you. You know, to get somebody they perceive to have more or got more. So my response to a brother having dating issues, man, continue to be yourself. Don't change for no silly crowd. And worst case, change your scenery. Get out and travel. Get that passport, bro. For real. Yeah, this is you know, Monk Mode Chronicles dealing with that game, man. It's a huge industry, but over here in Monk Mode, man, we ain't worried about having game. You know what I'm saying? We the gold standard. Them chicks don't realize it, they don't peep it. They stay lost. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I also wanted to talk about some social experiments I've been on lately. I call them social experiments, or case studies. Though, yeah, I'm in monk mode from time to time. If I see a cute chick, a beautiful chick, I'll approach and, you know, practice to see if I still got it. Basically, I'll approach and you know, see if I can get their number. You know, see if they perceive me to be the gold standard or not. And if I do get their number, to see how that plays out. So I got a few different cases. One, I'll call her B. Okay, so B, I met her at the gym. Beautiful Latina woman. Saw her at the gym. Whatever, it was like probably the first time I ever seen her. And I had, I just observed her. She was in my proximity working out. I was like, wow, okay. And then when I noticed her, I looked at her, and then she was looking back at me, kind of held eye contact, and it just intrigued me. So, okay, all right. Mental note, I'll take that. So I just kept kind of seeing her around as I moved around, hitting different workouts and different stations and different machines and stuff like that. So it got to a point where I was at the hamstring curl machine. I'm getting I think I got my sit in, and then I stood up. Lo and behold, I turned around. She right there behind me on the leg extension machine. I was like, man, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and go over there and introduce myself and see if I can get a number. Da 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 da. So went over there. Basically sparked up some minor conversation. Um, Found out a little bit about her, and I asked if she had a boyfriend. No, got her number. Cool, you know. But then I texted her later on that day, and just to see if she replied, and if she replied, what she replied. She did reply, but then I had texted her back, and I didn't get a reply back. So I'm like, I don't know what that's about. Um, so I stood firm on my guns. I stood firm on my square. I didn't double text her. That's one of my pet peeves. Like when I'm talking to some chick, I'm not going to double text. Like, or I'm striving my best not to. To me, it's just weak. You know what I mean? So it's just something I just strive not to do what's to double text. So, but I will still see her around the gym. In the process of time, in weeks, days, and weeks, I still see her at the gym. And when I see her at the gym, it's still cordial. Hey, how you doing? Hey, da da da, how about stuff like that. But she still don't reply my text. But then, even with that being said, sometimes it can be kind of like some weird energy. Because it's like I'll see her, she see me, she'll look at me, I look at her, and it's like some mystery there. In my head, it's like, I mean, I got your number, I text you, you didn't text me back. So I'm like, I don't really know. I don't have a. It's like I don't have a signal. I don't have a right of way. So I'm like kind of at a standstill. But I don't know what's going on in her head. So what I'm looking to do the next time I see her is I'm going to approach her and confront the situation and be like, I got your number. You know, um, you seem to be cool people and stuff like that. Um, but you didn't reply to my text. So are we friends? Are we going to continue to be friends? What's the deal? Because I still see you around. I would still like to be cool with you, whatever the case is. But what's the deal? And kind of see what she say, and then from there, the ball's just gonna be in her court. Because I'm still not gonna text her back, call her, nothing like that until she hit me back. So all that to say, man, you can scoop a chick, get a number, and then things can kind of go left, can go slow mode, go stale, within a day. It's just crazy out here, but at the same time, with these chicks, they getting so much attention. She probably got an Instagram and all that kind of stuff, and she probably getting hit up left and right. If she posts a picture with a butt all out, something like that, she probably getting tens of, if not hundreds of likes, and dudes all in their DMs and stuff like that. So, but I ain't the dude who physically competing for all that, because one, I'm in monk mode, so I ain't physically competing like that. I ain't doing no tripping, honestly. Again, this was just a case study, this social experience. So, leads me to the next one. Jay. I'll call her Jay. Another chick I met at the gym. I'm at the gym. a lot during the week. After I get off from work, I still go to the gym. Sometime afterwards, get a workout in, things of that nature. Definitely a social environment where you find, I done got cool with several brothers, several guys. Met a lot of chicks up there at the gym, cool, cordial with several of them, stuff like that. So leads me to Jay. One day I see Jay for the first time seeing her up there, and she just beautiful chick. When I first saw her, I thought she was Asian, might be Filipino. Couldn't really make it out exactly. Cute chick, beautiful chick. Um, I was just interested in her because I seen her and she's just beautiful. She's very fit, um, fit in the right places. Nice body, cute face, all around. Yeah. But let me go back to B. On a scale from 1 to 10, I'm really hard on chicks. I would give B maybe a 5.5, 5 to 5.5. Like she's cute. All right. So going back to J. J on a scale of 1 to 10, I'll give her maybe a 5.5, maybe a 6, maybe a 6. And a 5.5 6 is good because I don't believe, even on a scale of 1 to 10, I ain't gonna get no chick no 10 if I ain't no perfect chick. So from right there, in reality, it's really like a 1 to 9. So she get a 5.5 to a 6. That's pretty good. So yeah, Jay, she about a 5.5 to 6. So I seen her one day, sparked some intrigue. I was like, wow, okay, cool. She's nice. She's nice. So another day I seen her, and I'm like, okay, I think I might go ahead and shoot my shot, see what's good over there, and stuff like that. So um, working, I think it was my shoulder and back day. So I was working on back. I was doing some rows, some lateral rows, uh, and then she was on a machine, and I was like, hey, how many more sets you ladies got over here? She told me that. All right, cool. So I got back. I was still working on the rows. So I think they finished, and I got on their machine that they was on, and it's just like, dang, maybe I could have got it right there. But kept on working out, finishing up my routine and stuff like that. Before I left, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and beeline over there and shoot my shot and just see what it is. So finished my workout. I saw like across the gym in a very bold move, man. I just went over there and I was just like basically like, hey, how you doing? Bumped into you earlier and I just wanted to introduce myself. I'm being, what's your name? And she told me her name. And I was like, cool. It's like, you work out often, da 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 da. And then I was like, so are you from around here? She was actually from Hawaii. So that's why, to me in my mind, I'm thinking she was Filipino, but she was Hawaiian. She was actually just in town for like an internship. And she go to school in New York or something like that. So I was like, from there, I knew it wasn't going to be probably nothing serious. So I was like, are you open to having new friends? She was like, yeah, she was kind of hesitant. She was like, well, we can be gym friends. So I was like, all right, cool, whatever. So, I was like, all right, boom. I closed that conversation and went about my business. But I did shoot my shot just to try it out. And didn't spit no game. It was just me having a conversation with her. It wasn't me, oh, baby, you so fine, da 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 da, or spitting no pickup lines and all like. It was just me having a conversation. So, and with that being said, I was just me, What she saw, what she got. I just finished my workout. I'm sweaty. Might have been a little sweaty smelling. Who knows, whatever the case is. But I was that bold and confident in myself that after my workout, I beat around across the gym. People probably saw me looking at me and all that kind of stuff. And I didn't even care. I was trying to see what it was. You know what I mean? But that wasn't no game. It was just me being myself. I wasn't trying to bend over backwards. Like, I need to put my, I gotta be in some plays. go to approach him. I gotta put a chain on to approach him. No, I was just doing, I was just authentic. So, but, at the end of the day, I didn't get her number, but it is what it is. It was a case study. So leads me to my last case study um, that I'll share. Um, Mystery girl. I'll just call her mystery. Met her on social media um, in a country that I'm interested in visiting, and got in her DMs and kind of introduced myself and kind of let her know that I'm looking to be in her country and possibly live with her and looking for friends who can get to know, show me around, things of that nature. So she was really nice about the whole situation. She responded. I added her on social media, and we just kind of began to converse. And so she, just based off of pictures, I will give her a 6 to a 6.5. She's Afro Latina. I won't specify exactly where she's from, but yeah, she's an Afro Latina, beautiful sister. So with her, we in two different countries. There is a language barrier. She speaks Spanish mostly. I speak English mostly, but I'm working on Spanish. She does speak some English, so like, at times she's working on her English. Um, and there's kind of like some common ground there. She, it's times when she can speak English to me and I can make out what it is. So it's time I'm speaking Spanish, she can make out what I'm saying. So it's all good. Um, with her, we in different countries. She's busy, I'm busy, so it's not a situation where I'm pressing the situation whatsoever. So I am interested in her. If I, God willing, do make it to her country and able to be in her proximity, I would love to hang out with her, get to know her and stuff like that. But I'm playing this real chill because I don't want to come off as desperate or needy or anything like that because I'm not. Um, I'm just being real chill about it. I might shoot her a text. She will eventually hit me back. I'll eventually hit her back. If I shoot her a text, I'll just kind of wait for her to hit me back because she's very busy. She's actually a dentist in another country. So, she's busy. I'm busy in the United States doing my thing. And this past Saturday, we got on video call for the first time, which was really cool. Um, I was able to see her live. She was able to see me live. And my goodness, she is very beautiful. Um, so we'll see how that goes, man. That's going to be kind of like a ongoing thing. Um, that one isn't at a closure, so we're kind of working it and seeing what that's going to be. So yeah, man, your boy just be out here experimenting. I ain't necessarily trying to get married uh, tomorrow or today or nothing like that, but I do. When I see a beautiful woman, I might speak to her, have a conversation with her, see if I can get a number. If I can get a number just to see, and be myself. I ain't trying to come off as being a player, nothing like that. I'm just being myself. So, on another note, to kind of go into why these chicks don't deserve for you to bend over backwards, man, these chicks can be so rude, man. I'll tell you, these chicks can be so rude. Man, just yesterday, I'm getting home. Um, and went to the grocery store. Get home, I got grocery bags. I got my laptop bag, a backpack. I'm carrying and stuff like that. I'm walking towards my stairs to go upstairs to the third floor where I stay in my apartment. And there was a chick who was coming downstairs, and I don't know what her mindset was, or her mind frame was on, whatever the case is. When she was coming downstairs, she's almost at the bottom, and she kind of slipped and tripped, but she gathered herself and stuff like that. And I was like, "You all right?" And like kind of with an attitude, she's like, "Yeah," and then just kept on going. I'm like, dang, I'm like, dang, man, I'm just trying to check on you, make sure you all right, and you coming back at me with an attitude. What's your problem, man? It's just this Hispanic chick, you know, um, I don't know what she had going on, what was on her mind, or whatever. Maybe her boyfriend made her mad or something. I don't know what the situation is, but she responded in such a rude way. It almost made me like, man, I might not have should even asked you nothing. I probably should have let you slip, fell on your face and kept it moving. You know what I mean? So, is that the kind of chick I'm supposed to learn some game for? Some chick who gonna be rude to me? That's some chick I gotta bend over backwards and change and grind for, to become a provider and manipulator and manipulative and all this stuff for. That's the type of shit I gotta provide for. I think not. I think not. But not all these chicks are horrible or bad or nothing like that. I know it's still some good women out here, but it's just like, for that's what I'm supposed to be making all these changes for and wasting all this time and energy and money and resources for. Nah, I'm good on that. I'd rather go elsewhere with somebody who appreciates me. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, this has been a Monk Mode Chronicles LiveStream. I've seen some people come in and out. Appreciate y'all for tapping in, checking in. I know on the playback it's going to be kind of thrown because it's going to be like a nice long space of time where it's went quiet and went silent. If you got to this point or whatever, man, I definitely appreciate you for staying tuned or fast forwarding or whatever the case is. But hopefully I won't have those technical difficulties again. That was very weird. It was crazy because it was I was talking about God and stuff, and then stuff just started tripping. I don't know. I don't know what that was about. Maybe it was trying to keep me from doing this remote conflict. Maybe it knew I was going to say something powerful, deal with something powerful. Maybe it knew some brothers need to hear this message, dealing with game, the perspective of monk mode compared to as related to the game, you know what I mean, and stuff like that. So, but yeah, man, I want to ask that you like the video, like the stream, like the playback, subscribe to the channel, interact with me. Feel free to email me, DannyGoodman03@gmail.com. Support the channel via Cash Out at $DGeezy1985. Check out the description box below for a link to my latest t-shirt design with much more to come, more designs, more content coming. I'll just stay tuned, man. A lot to come. But yeah, man, again, I appreciate y'all. Be on the lookout for anybody who's interested in the Forex trading with Danny. God willing, I'm supposed to pull a double feature, so we'll be right back upside your head with another. But yeah, till the next time, your man is out. Peace.